Yo, 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 welcome to the family, welcome to the channel. Come on, Kesey here, and today's a very exciting day. Today, me and the homies, or really just me and my cousin, hopped in to Back for Blood. Now, I will be honest, I'm not a big zombie type of person. I didn't play the game before this, so I'm a very fresh fish in the water, trying to broaden my horizons because I've been playing a lot of the same games, and I've been trying to expand and just really start to play new games. So if you here because you like Back for Blood, or if you're just here just for some dope content, make sure you hit that follow and subscribe button. We're on all different types of platforms, YouTube, Twitch, IG, Twitter. Make sure you follow those so this way you can stay updated when I will be streaming, when I will be dropping vids, and just content in general when it comes to just games that I find super dope. Now, Back for Blood. Now, this right here, gotta admit, it's a pretty dope game. What I'm gonna do right now is just play some content from the stream last night and kind of just talk about it. Now, I will say this. Now, the very first thing I will say is that it is 100% better with more than two people. Here in the beginning right here, you kind of see me and my cousin Teriyaki. We're playing with two bots. Very early in the game. I mean, right now I didn't even get to Act 2. We played for about a couple hours last night. These acts are very long, so it's going to take a while to get there. But hey, it's all part of the fun though. This game was actually super fun. But back to my point. When we were playing with the bots, man, the bots really just didn't do anything. They really weren't slaying anybody. They weren't killing anybody. They had 0 kills, 0 damage. Like, they literally were, they might as well not even been there. It literally was just 2s. But it kind of sucked because we had to save them in certain situations in order to get to the next point, which was kind of trash, especially when you have to rely on bots. So, Cuzzo had the bright idea, we reached out to a few heads, and we ended up getting a group of people, which I'll go ahead and just get later into. As you see here, we're still dealing with the bots. I already had switched over. I did not realize that I had my screen switched the whole time, but it is what it is. But once we got the additional people, it made things a whole lot easier, as far as just dealing with the waves, because if you're not paying attention, you could very easily trigger things that would cause these huge waves of zombies that just kind of come out of nowhere and like flood your building or just flood the area that you're in. Now, there are multiple triggers. There are like alarms, there's doors, there's birds, there's all different types of things. And maybe what I'll do is I'll cut some of this screen out of me talking and gameplay and actually cut to certain parts of the gameplay where you kind of see some of the alarms go off, because it happens a lot, and we had one scenario where we had the jukebox going off, and that junk was crazy. Oh, hold on, can I find the jukebox right now? Right here, the jukebox scene was crazy. Oh my, the music, you feel like you're in a movie, and like, it was just crazy, man. It was just absolutely mayhem. You just see mad zombies coming out. At this point, like, you can't really see because my camera's kind of blocking it right here. But I had like hardly any ammo, so like it just gets to a point where like, yeah, you hear me say it right there. Like, there's too many points where you run out of ammo, like in those waves. So there were definitely a couple of situations where like you can't take on the wave anymore just because you literally have no ammo. Like, you're down to 0 bullets. All the ammo is kind of taken. We made a lot of mistakes too, where a lot of us were kind of rocking the same type of weapons, which is something I would definitely recommend people not do. And then also as well, just another thing to kind of point out, that when it comes to the ammo, it's like a Call of Duty, If you have two different weapons like a pistol and an SMG or something like that, the ammo count that you see is going to apply to both weapons. Meaning, so if you see 500 under your, in this situation, once again, unfortunately, you can't see kind of that screen. Hold, maybe let me go back to see if maybe. All right. So just to kind of point at this real quick, as you see clearly right here in the right hand corner, you see my LMG and my pistol. Now, obviously, these are two completely different weapons. So with that being said, two different weapon styles. So of course, the ammo count is going to be completely different. Now, I would say that freaking LMG freaker burns through ammo, but that's neither here nor there. But there were a couple points where I didn't realize this until at this point later in the game. But like I had like may have been like an M4 or like a SMG type of weapon. I seen 500 for both my Magnum, and for that I thought I was good. Got into a gunfight, then I ran out of ammo pretty fast once I realized that the ammo applied to both the SMG and the pistol. So that part of it kind of did suck. But as far as, like I said, for me personally, I'm not a person that plays this zombie games really at all. I've never really been a type of person where I went into like COD zombies or other type of zombie games. So this is really like the first zombie game that I played. And it's really been a long time since I played like a co-op type of game. And I'll tell you, it was more fun than I expected it to be. I really expected it to be, kind of dry, but rocking out, obviously rocking out with my cousin, and then just rocking out with the Randys that, they seem somewhat knowledgeable about the game, so that made it a lot easier as well. I'm not going to pretend, especially me being a completely novice of the game. I thought that the game itself was pretty straightforward. You play the game. Obviously, you play the game. You play the game. You rep up your weapon, so eventually your weapon becomes more powerful. You add attachments to the weapon, so your weapon just becomes stronger, can carry more ammo. You get other attachments so you can see further down sight. So pretty much, any type of shooter game. But the fact is that you can kind of carry that weapon on, pick up the ammo kind of as you go along. You just building that weapon, to me, is super dope. Another thing that I found pretty dope that I haven't really seen too much. Let me see if I can find it here. When it comes to these cards, you're going to get these cards here. You're going to see me, I'm starting to kind of look through. You save your own deck. Now, each one of the cards is going to actually provide you with different type of attribute boost. So it's, some apply to damage, some kills will increase your health. You get extra life and health. So you just have more stamina, more health, to kind of deal with. Your bash, meaning when you have your hands, you have a knife out, so obviously you cause more damage. You recover faster. So you can have up to 15. There's 15 slots that you see over here on the left hand side. There's 15 slots that will give you, or 15 decks, or 15 cards that you could put in your deck of cards to approach, or simply just to fight the zombies when you're out there, going co-op and doing your thing. So there's a lot to this game. I'm still trying to uncover and still understand a lot of what is going on. But for a person who just looking just to have a non-sweaty, fun game that you can kind of just go crazy with, with your friends, this is definitely a game that I would recommend to people. Like I said, I do believe personally that it is a game that is better with multiple people, especially anything more than two if you have the ability to do it. It's not a game that I would really play by myself. One, I just think the way that it's set up, it's just the bots really wouldn't help you. And then two, I just think you just have more fun communicating Resident and just how you kind of approach different situations, because there's ways around getting the zombies, where you can be more stealth-like. But then there's also situations where you can cause havoc, have alarms go off back to back to back, and then you're just in crazy fights, nonstop. So how you want to approach the game, it's essentially up to you. I do think that it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it is a nice change of pace to other online games where you have to be a little bit more sweaty. Your COD, your Apex, your 2Ks, or sports games, or those pay to win games where you have to keep up with certain metas. This really isn't that. So I had a lot of fun. I will be doing a podcast with Teriyaki, so this way we can kind of dive a little bit more in depth into the game, talk more of the specifics. If you guys want me to do like a backstory, there are a lot of backstory videos to this already. I actually watched it myself, just to kind of learn, the back end of the game itself. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I've made it this far into the video, kind of talking a lot. But let me know in the comments, if you made it this far, let me know what you think of this game. Is this game fun to you? Is this a game that you play by yourself? Is this a game that you don't play with other people? What things did you like? What things didn't you like? And even if you're a person who's played previous games like I believe Left 4 Dead or some of the other zombie games, where does it rank for you? For me, like I said, this is the only zombie game I've really ever played, so I really don't have a lot to compare it to. But if for you are a person who typically plays a lot of zombie games or a lot of those type of modes, let me know down in the comments what you think for Back 4 Blood. How does it compare to the previous prequel of this? And then also, how does it compare to zombie games? But for now, I'm gonna keep this one, very, very short and quick. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. All the love is appreciated. If not, I appreciate you for hanging out with your boy. Like I always tell you, love your family, stay blessed, and I'ma holla at you.